On the corner of Third Avenue, is that Balmer Barb?
Yeah.
Yeah, Washington. There was a lady there. Her name was Alwyn Picker. She used to come up and help dig the graves to put the people in the graveyard.
Really?
Yep.
A lady grave digger?
Yep.
Mr. Grimshaw owned a barber shop on, I believe it was Elizabeth Avenue. And I went there because, well, being a kid, I was fascinated by all the clocks. I don't care what it was. Every clock was different. It had to be at least 200 of them on the wall.
Oh, yes. In the morning, the B&O Railroad stopped a train in Lansdowne, and all of the people who worked for the B&O rode the train into Baltimore and then walked up to the Camden station.
Yeah. And then they went on to Mount Clair, at least in your father's
Mount Clair,
case.
where my father was.
Right.
I can remember a friend of mine, his classmate was up here at Lansdowne Elementary when they built Calvert Distillery. And he was held back a year from the school because he went down there when they were digging. And he found unbelievable Indian artifacts all through there.
No, wow.
It was a well-known area down in that section for that. Calvert Distillery, I mentioned to you before. Saturday mornings, you got up in the morning in the summer, and you smelled Calvert Distilleries. You didn't have to know that they were brewing down there. You could smell it.
Lansdowne was like a big family. Everybody cared for everybody's child. Nobody got into trouble. You knew somebody was watching you. In the winter, we went sledding, and it was the older people to the younger people, and they all went sledding together. Some of the boys played baseball and football.
My mother and father did all the gardening. My mother did all our sewing, made all our clothes. You didn't go to the store and buy a jar of jelly. You went out and picked it off the vine. And if you wanted jelly, that's how you got it.
We used to walk out as a family and pick 5-gallon buckets of blackberries on all the farms around and the fields around through here. Some of our property, we had almost an acre of ground, so we'd have it plowed up every year. I can remember them bringing mules in, a mule team to turn it over.
I came here when I was 9 years old. Parents bought a house on Clyde Avenue. Great area. I love this area. Back then, you didn't lock doors. You didn't give anybody a mouth either, because the neighbor would smack you around if you did.
I remember when Clyde, when his first store, him and his two brothers, it was him, Clyde and Billy, and their father. Their first day at a store was about, say, 8 foot long, 6 foot wide. It looked like a snowball stand. They sold fishing bamboo poles and old reel jobs, fish hooks, and we used to sell them when I was kids. Get down there and catch them night crawlers after it rained and put them in a 2-gallon bucket, old straw bucket, take them down and sell them to them a penny a piece when we were kids.
That's how they started out, right?
That's how it started out. Now they got that big gun shop down there.
Yeah.
Lansdowne was just, as a child, you went outside. Once you got your chores done, and you weren't expected back till supper. And it was no worry about it.
It was safe.
Nothing. It was safe. And it was just a gorgeous area to come up in. It just,